Good evening and welcome to North Putnam, where we're going to see the North Putnam Cougars take on the Western Boone Stars here. It's a beautiful night here. I'm joined here by Amos. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing good. I'm excited to see this matchup against North Putt. North Putt, not a great history against Webo, 0-4 since 2018, but excited to see how this game will turn out. Last matchup for the North Putnam Cougars was against Frankfort, where they destroyed them. 57-12.
Yeah.
And then Webo's last game was a heartbreaking loss against Southmont, 23-26.
Yeah, very close game there against Southmont. I remember seeing a lot of sad stars that next day in school, but nevertheless, looks like Webo's going to come in here with some fire in their spirit. Nevertheless, North Putnam will also be playing with some pride as they've had three players come back off of injury, especially most notably Christian Kramer back off injury. He's been their number one guy offensively as they look to upset the Stars here tonight.
Yes, Christian Kramer, he's had, in only 5 games played, he's had almost 1,000 yards in passing and bit under 850 in rushing yards, which is absolutely crazy.
Yeah, he's been a freak of nature on the field offensively for North Putt in the time he's been on the field. So we'll see if he can continue that trend tonight as he's back off of injury.
Yeah. Another player off injury is Griffin Starr. He has not had the best start to the year, but it's great to see him back. Remember last year he had a game with 5 touchdowns against Cloverdale, hoping he can do something like this today.
So gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave. God bless the USA.
All right, we got almost 35 seconds left until this game starts here, and both sides are making their way to their sideline after the national anthem, ready to play some football here. We'll see if North Putt can finally get Western Boone's number here, as obviously had their struggles in the past, but they look to come out firing on all cylinders, defeat the Stars here. Coin toss happening momentarily here.
Referee, Mr. Todd Maiden. The umpire, Mr. Cody Hook. The line judge, Mr. Ken Adams. Head linesman, Mr. Elmer Oaks. And back judge, Mr. Andy Oaks.
Let's not talk about that. Sorry. No. I just wanted to see how the other person.
And Elmer's out there. Elmer Oaks. You know Ken was coming tonight? Yes, and he was pretty good. I had him last night for football.
Which one likes this AD basketball coach?
He's not the AD or the basketball coach.
We'll be right back.
Steel Green is a supporter of WBTV Sports and everything Western Boone. They are driven to fulfill the needs of turf grass professionals. Steel Green is a leader in zero-turn spreader sprayer machines. Steel Green Manufacturing is an employee-owned business, and our machines are built in Lebanon, Indiana.
And we are back. Western Boone just won the coin toss here. See what they elect to do with the football here.
North Putnam will be kicking it off to Weibo to start this football game.
Yeah, I'll see what Weibo can do here on the first drive offensively.
North Putnam this season has been 0-3 at home, hoping to snap that streak.
Yeah, looking to see some happy faces in the crowd tonight and send these home fans home happy.
Weibo has been 1-2 this season away, but those 2 losses have been against some very strong teams. So,
yes, very, very difficult competition on the road so far for Weibo. All right, Western Boone is set up to receive this ball. Number 20 for North Putnam. Braden Shoes on to kick this one away.
You're good, I got you. And 25, start. Perfect.
And here we are. Ooh, a low kick there from Chu. Taken in here by number 31 for the Stars, and that one's going to go up past the 45-yard line. Great little return there, and great starting field position there for the Stars. That's number 31 there for the Stars. Levi Adkins able to make that quick recovery there, I think on his feet. Not sure if that was an intentional kick there by Chu or not, but nevertheless, it's going to set up the Stars almost around midfield here for their first drive.
At the 47-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Stars.
First formation here for the Stars on offense. Got Capriva in. Pitches it off here to Dylan Sheets and is met right at the line of scrimmage and is taken down by 3 defenders after brushing off his initial contact. But that's still going to be a loss on that play there for the Stars. That's 2 yards there on that play. So not a great first snap there for the Stars.
Loss of 2 on the play, 2nd down, 12.
Jake Smith still in the backfield here for the Stars. They motion over Leighton Yancey, but this play looks to have some miscommunication here for the Stars. Leighton Yancey's back to his starting position. Motioned over again, but Smith gets the give here and is brought down after a very minimal gain. Looks like he only just got probably around 1 yard there on 2nd down.
Yeah, not looking good here for Weibo. They're looking at 3rd and 11, and they're going to need a big one here. Big pass here, looking to distribute this to their main wide receiver, Dylan Sheets.
Yeah, we'll see if they choose to air the ball out here or run it. They're a very run-heavy offense, but it looks like they are going to pass it, and he's going to throw it over here. That's your guy, Dylan Sheets, and he makes a heck of a catch there on a defender. That's number 3, Christian Kramer. That star offensive player gets made the best of.
Here you can see just a great pass and one heck of a catch against a defender right on him.
Yeah, what a catch there by Dylan Sheets. Through a lot of contact, able to just reel that ball in somehow, some way. Yancey motioned over again. Smith still in the backfield. It's going to be a design quarterback run up the gut with Capriva, and he's going to get some solid yardage there. Looks about 2 yards. Not bad there on that first down. Heck of a lot better than their last one as they get 4 more positive yards than last time. Looks like Malachi Christie was just sent off the sideline and traded out for Dylan Sheets, who, again, had that huge play there. So we'll see if they go back to him here or if they're going to go with Jacob Smith. My guess here is going to be Smith on the run.
You know they love that run game.
Yep.
And that's exactly what they did.
Yeah, Smith got the give up there on that right side, but that North Putnam defense is looking strong here after that one wrinkle with Dylan Sheets.
Yeah, that's their one goal tonight is they need to stop. They need to stop Jacob Smith from getting all those running yards because he has over 1,000 this year just from that.
Yeah, Jacob Smith has definitely been Weibo's workhorse throughout this year, and we'll see if they can stop him here tonight. Shotgun formation, low snap taken in by Capriva, and he's going to find McLean on that right sideline. He's going to stay in bounds after one defender, but is taken down shortly by the other. But nevertheless, that's going to be enough to move the chains on 3rd and 2. Great reception there by McLean.
Looks like he's at about the 9-yard line. Just a few yards away from. They're going to be first and goal here. Just 3 minutes into this game.
Yeah, great offensive possession here so far for the Stars. They're well in the field goal range for Ben Fortner, but we'll see if they can punch it into the end zone, as we know they want to do so bad. Got Sawyer out way right, or way on the left. And Jacob Smith's going to get the give here, but he's met again by those Cougars right on that right side as they try and punch it up again. But that defensive line and linebacker group for the Cougars has been great so far this game.
Exactly, and they need to be great if they want a chance at beating this Weibo team, as I've said before.
Yeah, Smith has. If they can shut down Smith defensively, then this is going to be a heck of a game for the Stars if they really want to have a chance here. Smith has been their main source of offensive points. Smith, as we've talked about, gets the give again, fighting, pushing. And that's going to be a touchdown for the Western Boone Stars. They get a score on their first possession, first offensive possession of the game. Great work there by Smith, charging over multiple defenders to come away with a score there for the Stars.
Jacob Smith has, he's done that all year and they're going to be taking the extra point here.
Yep, Fortner on to kick it away. To make this a 7-0 game for the Stars. Heavy rush there by the Cougars, but nevertheless, Quinn Westerfeld and Ben Fortner are able to get this ball away. Let's take a look at that touchdown again.
Look at this. They snap it, and they weren't expecting. There was just a hole in the defense there. Unlike the previous 2 possessions with Jacob Smith. Unable to shut him down. And it's 7-0 here after 3 now.
A clean-cut lawn is the cornerstone of any nice house. We all know this. And nothing says a nice put-together lawn more than weedless and striped. No one does a better job of putting stripes on my lawn like Thompson Mowing. Working with both residential and commercial properties, we cut an array of grass on many different kinds of soil. If you want your lawn looking right, head on down to Thompson Mowing at 4650 West 150 South, Lebanon, Indiana, or contact 765-366-5070. Thompson Mowing, making lawns great again since 2018.
We are back here at North Putnam after Weibo came away with that first score, rushing in 4 yards with Jacob Smith to push them ahead by 7 points here in the early stages of this game. Fortner on to kick it off to North Putnam. Strong kick there by Fortner, as we've seen time and time again this year. That's taken in by number 2, Wes Murphy, for the Cougars. And he's going to find a huge seam up that right side. And, wow, great kick returns by both these teams, as now the Cougars are going to set up here around 10 yards away from midfield. So great job by Murphy to push this ball up and give his offense some good starting position.
Wes Murphy just ran that about 30-plus yards, which is great for this Cougars because that was a very strong kick.
Yeah, that was a great kick. Yeah, that was a great kick by Fortner there. But even with that strong kick, Murphy's able to do the rest and push this ball upfield. We're going to take our first look at Christian Kramer here today. So he's going to hand the ball off here. Who else but Wes Murphy gets the ball back after that stupendous run there. And he's going to get around 5 to 6 yards. So great little first run there for the Cougars. Amos, what do you think?
I'm loving this running game. You know Christian Kramer loves the run game. And he is going to play action and incomplete.
Yeah, wow, what a play there by Levi Adkins, able to swat that ball away. Let's take a look at that again.
Christian wanting to fake that to Wes Murphy again, but then the swat on the pass to Thurmond.
Yeah, Thurmond was just denied there by Adkins. Great defense there for the Stars. Kramer rolling left, firing a deep ball there, and that's going to be over the head of his receiver. Intended there for Griffin Starr, but great defense there by Dylan Sheets, able to read that correctly and force an incompletion there. Great coverage there for the Stars.
Yeah, unable to convert on third down for North Putt, and it's going to be, or unable to convert on third down, and it's fourth down now, 4th and 5, and you'd expect North Putnam to punt here. But you don't know. No one knows.
Yeah, it doesn't look like they're setting up for the punt here, but I guess we'll see. Still got Kramer there, shotgun formation with Murphy right next to him in the backfield. Stars looking a bit antsy defensively, but those DBs have been paying off for them. See if they can continue that here tonight. And they're not. They're going to go for it here as Kramer's going to fire this ball out, and he's going to find someone.
Catches it.
Wow, 26 there for North Putnam. That's Zach McConnell with the reception. What a play on 4th and 5.
They don't decide to punt. And Christian Kramer with what a throw to Zach McConnell. He was on JV last year, but it was incredible for them. Was able to get moved up.
Yeah, what a play there from both the quarterback and the receiver as Kramer's going to be met right at the line. Strong defense for the Stars. What a tackle there. Great work by the linebacker corp for the Stars. Able to get in there and stop him right in his tracks.
Kramer loves the run game, so North Putt is kind of backing on that today. But Weibo able to get the stop there.
Kramer again with a design quarterback run, and wow. Strong defense there for the Stars. Maybe a bit of a late hit there, but that play was never called dead, so it looks like we're not going to get a flag here. Kramer's wanting it on that one. Felt that was a bit late, but the refs aren't going to give him to him here, so they're going to be set up with a 3rd and 8 as they're going to have another early test here in this game.
Kramer once again trying that run game, trying to get something started here for the Cougars. And
to no avail. I mean, he had a seam originally, but Stars offense. Kramer rolling out right, finds a receiver on that right side. High throw taken in by number 6. That's Chase Barber. What a catch there. Able to jump up, grab that ball, and reel it in before he went out of bounds.
Look at this. Barber's just outright with no defender on him. And it's going to be 4th and 2, it looks like.
And it looks like they're setting up to go for it again. No worries on 4th down for these Cougars. It looks like they're going to go for it again. Looks like he's having some words now to Scott Moore on that sideline, and they're going to change something up here on offense. Bit of an audible. They motion over. Murphy fakes the give, and Kramer's going to take it himself and pick up the 1st down just by a couple of yards there for the Cougars. What a play there.
Yeah. Kramer and the North Putnam Cougars once again not deciding to punt or kick a field goal, which seems to be working out for them because they've converted twice.
In the early stages here, Murphy gets the give, finds a big seam up that left side, and he's going to pick up what should be a 1st down here for North Putt. Yeah, what a job there. Not quite a 1st down, so they're going to set up here with what looks to be 2nd and 1 or 2nd and inches here, but Murphy's going to get the ball once again, and that will do it. That'll pick up the 1st down for the Cougars. Great bit of running there. Scott Moore's jumping on the sideline. He's excited about something, or angry. I can't quite tell right now, but looks like that offense is going to stay out there, and we'll see what they decide to do here with 1st and 10 now, all the way from their left hash. Kramer, shotgun formation, gives the give here to Wes Murphy once again, and he's going to be brought down inside that 10-yard line, close to what should be another 1st down, but not able to pick it up once again. Still very great yardage there on 1st down.
Yeah, Kramer handing that off to Murphy. Looks like they're going to work on that all game. Murphy's had almost 800 yards this year.
Kramer's going to be trying to run a QB-designed run, but is stopped right at the line. Great bit of work there by that defensive line for the Stars, able to punch it in there through that offensive line for the Cougars and stop him right in his tracks.
Yeah, I think the Weibo defense has been training recently to combat the Kramer runs.
Yeah, as they need to. But Murphy is going to find a seam of that right side and be inside the 5-yard line now for the Cougars, as it looks like they're going to become first and goal, only a couple yards away, as they should be able to punch this in if this drive continues to be going the same way it has so far. First and goal here for the Cougars. Shotgun formation here for Kramer, and he's going to run it in and get in over the Stars defense. What a drive there for North Platte as they tie this ball game up, or I guess are an extra point away from tying this ball game up here at home. They are fired up. They are trying to win this game and pull the upset here against Western Boone.
Yes, Kramer loves those runs, but it seems this whole game Weibo's been kind of defending him, but I guess not that play as Kramer's able to go in for the touchdown.
Yeah, great run there by Kramer. And I really liked his patience on that run. We'll see after this extra point. He just has so much patience before he runs that ball, letting his blocks develop instead of trying to force it too early. And we might get a flag here. A low kick. It's going to hit someone, but yeah, looks like we're going to have a flag. I believe Western Boone jumped off sides, but we'll see what the officials call it. Wow, false start against the Cougars here. So Western Boone looked like they jumped off sides first, but they must have been jumping because North Putt jumped first. So that's going to back them up here on that extra point. But I guess I might give them another chance as that last one was pretty low. So we'll see what they can do here.
Braden Chu lining up for another kick.
Yeah, I'll see if he can knock this one through. Good snap, good hole, another flag. Chu's kick is low, but good. And we'll see what the officials call this.
Another flag on the field here.
Another false start here on the Cougars. This disaster has been striking so far on special teams. Scott Moore's not having it with these officials. And looks like that's going to back him up another 5 yards here.
Braden Chu has been trying to kick increasingly harder and harder extra points, and this 1 point score is going to be harder than a lot of field goals he's going to take this season.
Yeah, looks like I assumed this game was going to be tied a little too early, as this is going to be a somewhat difficult kick here for Chu, but we'll see if he has the juice to get it through. And it looks like he does. So on his third